namaste. Welcome to North Carolina. We're at Saloon Studios. It's day 2 of rehearsals. There is beautiful blue skies and fresh air. There's snow on the ground, but it's surprisingly warm. This new tour starts in a couple of days, and this fresh new air reminds me of what the yoga practices talk about all the time, that we have this possibility of creating a fresh new path for ourselves in every single moment. Let's start at the back of our mat here. Yes. All right. And take a moment wherever you are and allow yourself to feel the freshness of your inhale and the freshness of your exhale. As you rock back and forth on your feet. We do this often. It's a wonderful, wonderful way to ground. Right? It's like riding a horse, right? You just get right back up to it. You get right back into these practices of feeling your body and feeling this fresh possibility of a new moment and all that endeavor allows us, which is really everything. Yes? Let's capture that energy of aliveness right in our heart center. Bring your hands to your heart center. Pause. Big inhale. Exhale. Guide the hands from your heart down into your capable legs and give yourself a nice, beautiful forward fold. Dangle your head. Let it shake out. Bend one knee and then the other. Rock the hips a little side to side. Gaze forward, walk the hands forward, and now we're in the shape of downward facing dog, hands shoulder width apart, feet hip width apart. Right? Choose your alignment here that's nice and solid and balanced. This first downward facing dog here, allow it to feel fresh and new. Like, what does it feel like today in your hands and in your feet? And what happens when you lift the tailbone up a little taller? You drop the heels down a little heavier. What happens if you lift the front of the thighs, lift the front of the belly, lift the heart a little. Breathe in, my friends. Breathe out. Nice. Gaze forward once again. Roll your shoulders over your wrist, finding plank pose. Your heart leaps forward towards the front. Your heels reach back, your navel to the spine. Breathe in. Breathe out. Knees down onto the earth. Untuck both toes. Hips back towards your heels. Balasana, child's pose. This with the knees together gives the low back nice stretch. Then bow your head down onto the earth. And if your head doesn't come all the way down, you may choose to bend your elbows and rest the head on top of your forearms. And give your occiput right here at the base of the skull, one of the two places where the parasympathetic nerves emanate from. This is the part of the autonomic nervous system that allows for a deep de-stressor. The second place is right here at the base and the low back. The skull and the low back. Shoulders and the low back. These are often two places where we hold our tension. Very nice. You feel gooey at the base of the skull. Soften the eyes. While these practices are a lot about moving, it's also a lot about listening. Turn your attention in. Listen to how your body feels. Feel how your body feels, and you can listen. Right? Come back up to all fours. I was talking to my husband yesterday, and he says, yeah, it's about how the music sounds, and it also is about how it feels. Left toes tuck under and lift, right toes tuck under and lift. Now we're back into our plank and back into downward facing dog. Little wiggle and wobble. Yeah? And then let's lift the right leg high up to the sky. Gaze forward, step the right foot forward, right between your hands. Left knee comes down, untuck the left toes. Round a little bit, navel to the spine, and then let the heart reach forward. Little cat-cow in a low lunge. Round a little bit. I like to come up into my fingertips here and arch. Round and arch. Next time that the heart is lifted and the legs are grounded, you might continue the journey by bringing the heart taller. Come up, reach the arms up and over the head, bend your elbows, catch a hold of the opposite elbows and press elbows into your hands and spread the shoulders wide. Collarbone nice and long. Shoulders melting down the back body. The heart lifting, the front and the back of the heart lifting. You might send the gaze up as well. You might release the hands. Bring the hands to prayer. Press the palms together. Gaze up, and you might drop your head back. Good. Pulling in that fresh new energy of prayer and heart opening. Exhale, hands find their way down. Either side of the right foot. Hips back. Right leg towards straight. Come up onto your heel and spread your toes. Press down to the heel. Press the femur bone down. Right hip back just a little bit. And then we'll take it for a twist. Rock that left hand in a little bit. Inhale your right arm high to the sky. Oh. Half Hanuman with a twist. Feel this from your navel. Very nice. Back down to center. Rebend your right knee. Plant both hands either side. Tuck the left toes under. Lift up through the back of the left leg. We'll take it for yet another twist. High lunge. Twist and wring it out. Exhale, bring that hand to the inside of the right foot. Walk the hands to center. Pivot both toes to face the long edge of your mat and fold once again. Shake the hips out a little bit, right and left. Continue the journey, walk back. Love in all directions. High lunge to the back, drop your back knee down, your right knee down. You're facing the opposite direction. Untuck the toes. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, both hands down. Right toes tuck, right knee lifts. Walk the hand to the inside. Walk the hands to center. All the way back. Come back to the shape of the high lunge with the right knee bent at the front of the mat. Drop the left knee down. Once again, untuck the left toes. Inhale, both arms up. Switch the grip of your hand-elbow connection. Press, lift the heart. Gaze up towards the sky. Now breathe down into your hips. And you might notice you can't see it, but you can feel that the hips are a little off center. I can feel mine. Right hip back just a little bit more, left hip forward. Oh. All right, back up to center. Plant both hands, tuck the left toes. Let's step it back into downward facing dog. You can static here with a few breaths. You can wiggle and wobble. One more twist here. You'll bend the right knee. You'll bring the left hand to center. This might be your twist. You might reach the left hand to the right calf. And begin to straighten out that right leg in a nice, beautiful downward facing dog twist. Breathe in. Really press through that right hand. Good. Gaze forward. Left arm reaches out, back to downward facing dog. Left leg lifts on your next inhale. Gaze forward, step the left foot forward, right in between your hands. We're coming down to the low lunge. Drop the right knee down, untuck the right toes. Up onto the fingertips, lift the heart, and then round, a little cat-cow. Inhale, let the heart lift, a little bit of a lift of the tailbone. Yow, yow, I feel this in my low back. Exhale and round, navel to the spine, maybe forehead to the knee. A few more rounds like this. Let it feel awesome. Let it unstick you. Let it feel fresh. Bring in that fresh blood flow, that fresh awareness into self. Inhale, let the heart lift. You might stay with the heart nice and lifted. Staying right here, you might engage yourself by bringing yourself all the way up to low lunge. Sink back in, square your hips, left hip forward, right hip back just a little bit. Catch a hold of your elbows, gaze up towards the sky. Easy to feel the lift in the front of the heart. How about the back of the heart as well? Breathe in. Maybe you release your hands back up to the sky, maybe bringing hands to prayer and pressing the palms together. Ooh. Maybe drop the head way back. Back to center we go. Exhale, both hands down, either side. Tuck your right toes under, lift up through the back of the right knee. Plant the right palm. Let's twist and open. This time, twisting to the left. Exhale, drop it back down. Drop the knee down. Untuck the right toes. We take it for a twist. Down we go. Tuck the right toes under, lift up through the back of the right knee. Walk the hands over to the long edge, bow and fold. Hello. You might walk the hands back just a little bit, crowd the head down towards the earth, shake out the hips right and left. Continue that journey of opening to freshness. High lunge to the back, drop the left knee down, untuck the left toes. Inhale, both arms up and over the head, catch a hold of the opposite elbows and lift and breathe. Ooh. Nice support for the shoulder blades that slide down the back body, making room for the lift of the front and the back of the heart. Breathe in and breathe out. Great. Exhale, both hands down. Retuck the left toes. Lift, pivot. Keep walking forward, pivot. Back to the low lunge. Dropping the right knee down, untucking the right toes. Inhale, bring it all the way back up. Switch the grip of the hand-elbow connection and breathe. Great. Both hands down. A little bit of a different exit here. Left knee back to the right. This time, wide leg balasana, knees wide and toes together, hips back down towards the heels. Gives a little bit more room for the heart to melt all the way down to the earth. Drop your head and breathe. Stay here as long as you'd like. When you're ready, you will round your way back up, walking the hands back. Before you come up to standing, just take a moment and ground yourself in a Sukhasana pose. Easy. Snuggle in. Hands find their way back home to the heart. Coming at you from this beautiful place in the mountains, North Carolina, coming up from a little bit more fresher place in my heart. Yes. Namaste. Yeehaw! And lots of love.